Envision this. I am standing at the sink. I'm filling up a pot of water because I'm about to make my kids some dinner. And the water is running into the pot. And all of a sudden, my watch vibrates and dings. And an email comes through and it says, "Congratulations, you have another student, or you have a new student." And I look down at my watch and I just think to myself, "Ugh, it's working. It's working. The automations are working. Here I am making dinner for my kids, and I've spent the afternoon with them after school, and I just got a sale. Claire and I just signed up another student for our Build a Blissful Business program. This is the power of automations. And in this episode, I'm going to cover 3 areas that you want to make sure you're automating in your business to save time and increase sales. Hey friend, welcome to the Badass is the New Black podcast, where our motto is done is better than perfect. I'm Chrissy Chin, here on a mission to help you grow your business online, turn your leads into lifelong customers, and scale to 6 figures and beyond so you can work less and enjoy and earn a whole lot more. Most importantly, I'm a laid-back wife, a mom, a friend who started as a peds nurse turned network marketer, and now a serial entrepreneur. This podcast is for ambitious people with an idea, a vision, but no idea how to get there. On this podcast, I'll give actionable steps to keep you moving forward while you learn new business strategies, better systems and processes, marketing, sales, all the things you need to build and scale a blissful business that keeps your pocketbooks growing. Grab a beverage, open up your notes app, and let's get to it. Welcome back to the Badass is the New Black podcast. I'm your host, Chrissy Chin, and today we're going to talk about the 3 areas inside your business that you want to focus your automations. There's so many ways, so many areas that you can automate. And so it's like, how do you figure out which one makes the most sense? Which one's going to move the needle the most? Which one's going to save you the most time? And while I do have strategies to help you figure out which things to automate first in your business inside my book, Sell While You Sleep. I'll leave the link below this video and in the show notes for you to grab your own copy of that. But there are 3 main areas that I want to just cover very quickly to help you set yourself up for success and make sure that the efforts that you're putting in towards your business and towards your automations are going to move the needle forward. So at the very beginning, before we played the intro of this episode, I shared a quick story about getting a new customer on autopilot while I was making dinner for my kiddos. Fast forward to a week later, we're hosting a live coaching call for not only for our Build a Blissful Business students, but we also offer live monthly coaching for anyone if you just want to get access to Claire and I. So we were hosting one of these coaching calls and someone new, there was a new face that popped up on this call. And she said, "Well, I'm a new student. I just signed up today." And I was like very confused at first because we had just done a live launch for an affiliate. And so we had a bunch of new students the week before. But she kept saying, "I signed up today." And I was like, "Wait, how did you sign up today?" Like we closed the cart to that. And because she had come in from this affiliate. And I was very confused. And then I remembered, oh, it's because we have an evergreen funnel set up, this automated process for us in terms of these 3 areas that I'm going to talk about here in a second. And she went through this automated process and signed up as a student and jumped on the call. And I was like, oh, okay, it's working. It's working. Okay, so here's the breakdown. And I'm going to do this quick and fast because I know you have a lot of things to get to today. So here's the breakdown of the 3 areas that you want to be automating in your business. Lead generation. So that means building your email list. The process in which you communicate with people. There are things you can automate there. I use ManyChat to send automated messages on social media when someone wants a free guide or a free masterclass. Then I just say comment with a word below, and then they automatically get the link to the freebie and they can sign up for it, right? So that's all automated. So my lead generation process to get them on my email list, they put in their name and their email, and then they're on my email list and they get access to the freebie. And then that is all automated in terms of sending them the email that they get with the information for the free gift that I have shared with them. So that lead generation process, automating that process and anything around that process is key and golden to grow your business on autopilot. Whether, you're listening to this in the summertime when this episode goes live, or in the future, it doesn't matter. There's always things going on, whether it's holidays or family obligations. So growing your email list on autopilot is highly effective for your business, because if they're not on your email list, how are you supposed to communicate and get in front of them and add value to their lives on a regular basis? Social media only goes so far, and you could lose your social media in an instant. We've been talking a lot about that lately. So getting people on your email list, building up what we call your lead generation, building up that list of leads, which are amazing people that can be potential buyers. So that is area number one, to focus your automations. If it's going to help streamline and automate getting people on your email list, invest the time and energy in doing that. The second area to focus your automations is that sales process. So those automated emails that someone gets after they join your email list to provide education to them, help position your offer as really valuable and irresistible, and offer them the opportunity to purchase your offer. So that is another area to heavily focus your automations on. And it can be very, very simple. I'm talking about an automated email sequence, or maybe you're putting like texting people. And so there could be some automations in terms of the sending out text messages, or maybe you're communicating through social media in that sales process. And so you can be sending them some messages through social media to support with your sales process. Or maybe you book not coaching calls, maybe you book sales calls as a part of your process. Maybe you have a high ticket offer, and so you need to get people on the phone and do that sales call. What around this area, your sales process, can you automate? There's a lot you can automate, whether it's the automated emails, whether it's having them book that sales call with you, and then those reminders that go out. There's a lot to automate around this process. So that's another area of your business that you want to focus your automations around, this sales process. That is what allows someone to sign up or purchase your offer or whatever it is while you're cooking dinner, or while you're sleeping, or while you're out on a bike ride with the family. This automated sales process allows you to do that. And so if you want to be able to sell while you sleep or anything else that you're doing, then you need to have automations around this sales process. So again, number one, we have automating our lead generation process. Number two, we are automating our sales process. And then the third one that most people don't think about automating, which is highly important and effective, is your onboarding process. So when I showed up to that call and there was a new student on the call, I was like, wait, how did she get here? And then I was like, oh yeah, I have this automated process which literally walks her through step by step all the things to do. And she was aware that there was a call happening. I didn't communicate with her. She wasn't reaching out to me personally. So whatever was happening in terms of getting her onboarded into Build a Blissful Business, giving her access to the information, telling her what to do, it was all automated. It was all there. It was strategically designed to do this exact thing, to allow someone to sign up while I'm off doing whatever, recording a podcast or hanging out with my family or out on the boat surfing. And they can sign up when it's convenient for them. They can get started with the process and move through the onboarding process and have a really good experience. I had a really bad experience lately with an onboarding process, so bad that I literally, before recording this message, emailed them to say I would like to cancel my subscription, and we need to figure out a solution here. Either refund me for the month prior, or you need to follow through on these things and you're a month and a half behind. They clearly didn't have a fine-tuned system, process, and automation set up for their onboarding process. And it gave me a very negative experience. And I'm not going to share, the information of this company. If you want to know, you can message me. It was related to like having ads run for us because we're looking at starting ads again. But it was, needless to say, not a pleasurable experience. And now I'm here sharing this story with you. And I'd much rather be sharing a positive story about how they were amazing and it was so helpful and it was so seamless and effortless. And I'm not sharing that story. And I want you to have customers that share that story. Like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. The process was so easy to get started. It was all very clear, and they're giving you rave testimonials and they're referring other people to you. And just you're getting all kinds of glorious messages from them as opposed to hearing them saying they had a bad experience. And so that is really the secret to having repeat customers, customers that come back and purchase again, customers that refer other people to you. And these are all great strategies to grow your business, bigger, better, faster, is to have someone come in and want to be able to purchase more things or want to be able to refer other people to you. So these are the three areas that you want to focus on automating in your business. Again, lead generation, your sales process, and then your onboarding system. Now, in order to actually be effective and sell while you sleep, like I didn't just need the automations set up in order to do it. In order to get someone to actually purchase, I really needed strategy behind this. I needed, some things in place that allowed for that person to really find the value, learn from me, where my offer was positioned appropriately and it was irresistible, and then they jumped on board with me. And so this is a whole other topic that I'm not going to cover in this podcast episode. But if you want to learn more about the strategy, there's actually 6 keys to a 7-figure business that I share in our automation masterclass. The masterclass is called How to Automate Your Online Business and Increase Sales While You Sleep. I do cover more of this the 3 areas to automate in your business, but then I dive deep into these 6 keys to a successful 7-figure business, these 6 key strategies, I will say, to a 7-figure business. And so we're going to dive into those in this masterclass and give you everything that you need to know. When I analyzed different $1 million businesses from my friends, our first business that we generated $1 million in under 2 years, I looked at what these strategies were that we were all using and making us successful. And I discovered that there were 6 key strategies to generating this success. And coupling it with your automations is going to actually be the difference between just saving time and not actually getting success or seeing people convert, and actually having your automations turn into sales for you so that you can be spending more time this summer enjoying your vacations, enjoying the people that you want to spend time with, or maybe creating new content and things like that. So if you want access to these 6 key strategies to a 7-figure business, go ahead and click that link below this video for the masterclass or in the show notes, and I will send it right to your inbox. You can watch it right away whenever it's convenient for you. And I have a really, really special offer in there for you. So you don't want to miss out on this opportunity that we're offering this summer. So that's it. The link below for the masterclass or in the show notes. If you have any questions around this topic and you're watching on YouTube, please leave comments below this video. I love to answer them and reply to you, and maybe even create new podcast episodes based around the topics and questions that you have. Next week, I'll be back with my business partner, Claire Van Bemmelen, and we'll be talking about logo design and the psychology behind logo design. So whether you want to refresh your logo or you need to create one for your business, it's going to be a great episode to tune into. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you got some value out of this episode, I would love some support. And the best way to do that, so I can keep showering you with loads of actionable tips, is to hit that subscribe button. Leave a review or a comment if you're on YouTube, and share this podcast with a friend. And when you share it with a friend on social, please tag me so I can reshare your share in my stories. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out. I appreciate the heck out of you for showing up. And now it's time for you to take imperfect action so you can work less and enjoy and earn a whole lot more.